Hello, hello. Amira Alvarez here, Income Acceleration Specialist to the Unstoppable Woman. And today I'm super excited to be talking to you about spirit. So first, let's talk about what spirit is. Spirit, depending on your stance in the world, don't get hung up on the words that we're using. Spirit, source, infinite intelligence, God energy, um, all that is, whatever you want to call the energy that is this powerful essence. I call it spirit. Sometimes I call it God. Sometimes I call it the universe. It's all good. Okay, so this is what we're talking about. So I'm going to just jump right in and say that this is one of the keys to becoming unstoppable in your business. Okay, I have to close down things that are beeping at me. So becoming unstoppable in your business and your life. Okay, so there are a few essential points to make here. So one of the things that happens is that spirit is always speaking to you. There is a unencumbered, let me say this differently, there is always energy flowing to you from spirit. It's always there. And when you start tapping into this, trusting it, knowing how to listen to it, knowing how to read this energy and respond to it, everything starts unfolding in your life. But here are a couple problems that I see happen. I see that women either don't trust the guidance that they're getting, don't know what that guidance feels like is, and can tap into it, discern it. And then the third thing is that they don't know how, let me say this differently, it's not how to act on it, but they don't have a willingness to act on it. Because what spirit tells you to do is not always what your rational brain or society's sense of what is appropriate tells you is okay. So your rational brain might say that's crazy, or that's the silliest thing that ever has happened, or why do that? That's not nuts. You know, you'd be a fool to do that, or what would people think, or what would my neighbor say, or my mother, or my father, or my sister, or my brother, right? Like all of society has trained you to think differently, okay? And spirit is saying, go do this. Go turn left. But society is saying go turn right, or your programming is saying go turn right. You have to still, as cray-cray as it is, listen to spirit. And this is a challenge for people. So what happens is fear comes up. I can't say that, I can't do that, I'm gonna be rejected. No, is what comes up in your body. And yet, if you are going to be unstoppable, you have to learn how to say yes to the messages that you're clearly getting that are always coming to you from spirit. Okay, the second main point that I want to make in today's Facebook Live is that even though spirit is always connected to you, it's always coming through you, to you, you can block your reception to it. And that happens a lot. And if you think of it like a pipeline, with all this information and guidance and support and love and abundance and wealth coming through this from spirit to you, if it's blocked with paradigms and programming and lies and stories that you've been brought up with all your life, that pipeline is blocked and you won't get the messages. Okay? You won't hear, you won't be able to see, you won't recognize opportunities. You will be blocked completely. So you have to do the deep work of figuring out what the lies are that are keeping that connection from being open and clear. So some fundamental kinds of lies are, I can't do that. I'm not ready. I don't have enough money. That's for other people, not me. Life is good enough as it is. I should be satisfied with what I have. That is such a big one. Let's pause there for a moment. Okay, so I see this all the time. We have a good life. It's pretty awesome. Okay, it's a good relationship. It's a good job, or it's a good business. Pretty good relationships with family. You know, I'm pretty healthy. All of that stuff. It's pretty good. Don't ask for more. That is the message we were brought up with. Be satisfied. Something is wrong with going for more. And that is such a lie. That blocks the pipeline, okay? It's an untruth, because the truth is that the purpose of life, the meaning of life, your spiritual DNA is saying, go expand, grow, fulfill your potential. And if you're saying to yourself, if you're believing the lie, the programming, the paradigm that says, you know, it's good enough, it's okay, that is contrary to stepping into your more life directive and creating more and actualizing your potential. It's a complete and utter lie. And yet that's how we were brought up. And part of the reason is that the peeps that brought you up, the people who really, really loved you and didn't want you to get hurt, taught you to be afraid of failing, disappointment, making mistakes, things not going as well as you'd like. And so they said, don't try, don't go for more. And that is the most asinine thing you can believe. And yet, that is a paradigm that runs so many people. I had to really unlearn that, okay? You have to realize that in order to be unstoppable, that's my word, right? But it's like to actualize who you are truly, you have to step into the idea that it's okay to go for more. It's okay to make mistakes, fail, do something. What's going to happen? You're going to be in a different place. You're going to learn some lessons. You're going to grow. And ultimately, you will be much closer to getting what you want. And I say all of this because, you know, mistakes are part of the game. It's all part of it. But if you're so afraid that you're going to get hurt or disappointed or be rejected by people or abandoned, you will never go for more. And that is blocking your connection to spirit. It's one of the big things that blocks that pipeline. Because spirit is always telling you exactly what your next step is, exactly how to achieve more, be more, do more, grow into your potential. It is only you that's blocking that message about the how. So one of the fundamental things that I teach women how to do is to unpack the stories that they've been believing all their lives, the things that are blocking them, so that they can get leverage over their subconscious, right? Because it's subconscious programming. We're not walking around going, I'm not going for more because I think that so-and-so is going to reject me. That's all like underneath the surface, okay? And so we need to unpack that and get leverage over it, gently, lovingly, okay? So that you can actually step into more. And this is one of the fundamental ways that you become unstoppable. Okay, so that's what I have for you today about spirit. I hope that makes sense. And be unstoppable, rock it out. Know that we are going to be announcing the Unstoppable Woman Mastery Program. There's only 10 spots available. Someone's already reached out to me and signed up, so there's actually only 9 spots available. We're going to be starting very shortly in mid-September, and if you're interested, you want advance notice, I'm happy to have a conversation with you. And that's it. Have an awesome day. Take care. Bye.